Episode 328. We're back in Yangsha after making a huge detour just to get our fortunes told over in Eorzea. And what a terrible fortune it was. For Komori anyway. My fortune was okay, but Komori's was pretty bad. I guess it's something that she can use to warn her against the upcoming misfortune. That's how the fortunes work, right? Maybe we can turn this around. If something bad happens and we somehow turn things around in our favor, maybe we can thank the fortune. I guess we'll find out. There's a weariness, a desolation, an emptiness. Oh, you heard about our bad fortune too? Yeah. No, she's talking about this area, I guess. His face, I don't know what I expected. Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I should speak of Yangsha and what became of her, of what lies beyond that great wall at the heart of Doma. And we should be glad to hear it, but is it wise for us to have this conversation here, on the road, out in the open? Once your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yotsuyu to act in his stead, and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages and search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist. And then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied that the memory of the purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yangsha. What need for the leash when the dog is broken? The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperials are present, let us proceed with caution. Heading into Namai as the sun is setting. We're gonna have a decent portion of the episode be in darkness, I guess, but I guess by the end of it it's gonna be light. Probably. Hopefully. Still pretty far away before we get our first Aether Current out in the world. So we're getting a decent view of the village as we enter in with the lighting. Still would have been great if we had that cutscene entering the area be in this lighting, like with that gate. That'd be like the one thing. Maybe after this I can like go back and grab that cutscene with better lighting. Because this episode is all about Namai, so it's fine if I go back one main story quest and grab that screenshot for this thumbnail, even if it's not from this episode per se. We're going over this way. Oh wait, this is... Oh, that's... No, that is the main quest, yeah, so let's do that first. Yeah, we also have the ninja job quest that sent us over here. We're meeting over there, okay, outside the village, yeah. We should have this before heading in. Oops, damn, want to get everyone else's words first. Oh wait, we can decline this. Even if there aren't any soldiers in the village, it would be foolish to simply stride in and announce ourselves. Yeah, it'd be foolish if we did that without doing this step. I almost did it. It seems peaceful enough to me. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice. How sweet her persimmons. Too long has it been since I saw her with my own eyes. And for mercy, the Imperials appear to be absent. Anything different? Nothing different. Let no man claim that I'm reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Komori, venture closer if you would, and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about. Forgive me, my friend, but unlike you, Giri, I am not made for the shadows. Well, it's a good thing you asked the ninja to do it. Hide, even though we don't have to. Even though we come out of hiding when we click on anything.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information, to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gorsetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
Ah, the lights come on.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? Ah, but of course, you fear me, a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
Right. Like ghosts don't have feet in their depictions in Japan and whatnot, I guess.
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
Just wanted to say hi.
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
Like the way he said that, wrathful. Like the way he says
What are you
everything.
going on about? Actually, never mind. Just come with me. Now!
They really didn't like him showing up. Tragic. He's just so ugly. No. Who is this boy and where is he taking us? Judging from the reactions of the villagers, it's probably for the best that we left. I do not understand it. Was it not clear that we wish to remain a while? I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I have let your impropriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Issei of Namai, a farmer like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kaien's retainer and the leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, a notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the eye of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought and they died, every last one of them, and then the Imperials came looking for more, because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. Well, we should attune to the Aetherite, even if we're not welcome in the village. It feels like lore-wise it's a bad time to be coming to the village. Like you're gonna tell me to turn around, right? Welcome to Namai. Is there anything you wish to know about our village? Okay, I guess not. What do you do here? My name is Nanohana. I have lived here my entire life. It may not be the liveliest of places, but our supply of clean water allows us to produce some of the finest, or the realm's finest rice. What kind of place is this? Namai's entire economy is based on the growing and selling of rice. Namai is actually a local term for an arrowhead, a weed that can often be found growing in paddy fields. It has been hard seeing so many of my friends taken away by the Empire, but I cling to the hope that they are still doing well. Okay. Well, we won't bother you. We're just gonna tune to your Aetherite, as strange as that may be. Is now the time? Is now the time to continue this quest? I don't think it is. I think these guys are maybe welcome here because nobody knows who they are. Like, they're from here, Obero and Tsubame and, well, not Jack, but nobody really knows who Jack is. But the reason that we're a problem is that everyone knows who the general is and they don't want us to be found by the Empire, so the rest of them are okay. But until we, like, get to a point in the story where we can go in and out of the village, maybe with less issue, that's when I'll do the actual quest there. Or the rest of it. Oh, we're actually going that way. Okay. I like the elevation of this area. Like the play with elevation. So we're going this way, towards these. This must be the spring. An unassuming spring. With an unassuming fisher. Fukata. Is this NPC always here, or are you just here for the quest? Abandoning my post. I'll have you know, I'm more than capable of keeping watch and fishing at the same time. Not wearing any pants this one. I guess he is wearing pants, they're just very, very short, so it looks like he's not wearing pants. And there I was, thinking our swimming days were behind us. Oh no, we're only just getting started. But I guess we're not going to be doing too much swimming after this expansion. It's sort of just like, not a huge gimmick that they reuse. It sometimes reappears. Because it's in the game, they sort of have to do it every time there's a deep body of water. I wonder if they ever regret that decision, adding like swimming to the game. Because then they have to like consider if they're going to add underwater areas in later expansions when they're not really necessary. This way, this way. We must dive into the water. Have no fear, Komori. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. Well, we'll be fine. You're the only one that doesn't have the blessing. Okay. Yeah, yet another reason why everyone on the Scion should get this ability. It just makes it very, very useful, I guess, or it's a very, very useful ability to have for just this sort of thing. Going anywhere there might be an ingress, I guess, that isn't normally accessible by other people. I like this rope thing. It adds a... well, it adds a story, I guess, for how they get in and out of here. Their secret entrance. Do you need a ladder when swimming? I mean, we don't, but does this, like, help you? I guess kind of, yeah. Like whenever you're inside a pool and you use the ladder at the edge, you have the force of buoyancy plus the force of you pulling yourself out, and I guess combining that with like this rope, if you're tugging on it, it'll be easier to get out of the water. Come be praised. I know you. How invigorating. Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce. I require but a moment to catch my breath. You are Komoi Moriko, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Domain Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me. Okay, we're welcome. Our batting average for being welcome wherever we go here is pretty low, but at least we're getting one in our favor now.
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
There's a familiar voice.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
No, I guess she had a costume change, didn't she? Like for the expansion.
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
I assume that's why she said you look great, because of the costume change. I don't actually remember fully what she looked like.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here.
Not exactly a fortuitous circumstance. We're here because things suck on the other side of the world.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Hear, hear. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
O boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Alright, so what do you have for accommodations here? It seems like a bit of a dump. The Wraitherite is broken, which I think Alice is going to comment on. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetherite. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. Good to know. NVIDIA could have done it with her eyes closed. What little Alphinote and I know of Aetherite technology, we learned from her when she came to visit Grandfather. A mention of NVIDIA. That's why we do the flavor text. But yeah, this is just their way of making it so that you don't have an immediate access to this Aetherite right here. Because this part of the map is not supposed to be accessible yet. I think we're actually like technically inside an instanced area. Not like part of the map. Because like this should lead into the map, but they seal off all the exits and whatever. Kaidate. Training hard. 11. 12. If I'm to help free Doma from the yoke of imperial oppression, I must train my body to its physical peak. A daily regimen of vigorous exercise is essential. Keep at it. I guess this is the exit, right? Yeah. Don't have to talk to that guy. Infantry. To think that warriors such as you journeyed across the seas to aid our cause. We cannot thank you enough. Nope, okay. Guess we're getting a cutscene for this one. You should hear this, Komoy. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th never even took to the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage. The next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one my comrades charged. Fearless and unflinching, he would dance amidst their blades for a time, and then draw close, as if to embrace. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it. Nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I'm told he called it. A hunt without end. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left, muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons at least held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. So yeah, he's a samurai class, technically. Not like any samurai class that you can play as. He uses like a weird 3-sword thing, whatever that is. And I guess the idea is if you took up samurai during this expansion, it'd be like a symmetry thing. The hero versus a villain, that sort of thing. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords. We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. To think that warriors such as you journeyed across, etc., read that already. If it's strength we need, then it's strength we'll get. We can't lose to him again. Subaru. Greetings and well met, my friend. If you have questions regarding the House of the Fierce, I should be glad to answer you to the best of my ability. You're the what are you and what kind of place is this NPC? I, Subaru, am but a humble member of the Domin Liberation Front. Like my brothers and sisters, I'm wholly dedicated to the cause of driving the Imperial Devils from our lands. Day and night in the House of the Fierce do I labor for this purpose. Okay, what is this House of the Fierce? Long ago, the House of the Fierce was a spiritual retreat for men who sought to escape the mundane concerns of the material world. But after Doma fell to the Imperial invaders 25 years ago, it was abandoned for a time, until the founders of the Domin Liberation Front laid claim to it. Since then, it has served as our base of operations in our fight against the Orleans. Good to know. It has a storied history, but it doesn't seem very well kept. Where do they sleep? It's hard to tell, because it's just like an instance, right? But yeah, we haven't even... Okay, we do have this part, but yeah, even from this version of the map, we can't see like all the different rooms in here. I'm struggling to remember what this place looked like when we have access to all the doors, but it might just be this. It might just be like this training room, this central room, and the rest of these doors just go outside. Is that really all it is? Don't they have like a kitchen or a bathroom? Maybe not. Motojiro, more allies to aid the Domin Liberation Front. We should be glad to receive you. Though our resources are limited, our stronghold is secure. You may rest and recover here in safety. Aname? No, where's she going with this? Is it true that you have come from the Far East, or from the far side of the world, solely to aid us in our fight? If so, then you have my utmost gratitude. She's going somewhere with something? I don't think she's allowed to have like a speech bubble above her head since she is a named NPC. Like usually only these NPCs that don't have anything above their heads can say weird speech bubbles that only pop up whenever you walk close to them. I've never seen it for like a named NPC, so it's just kind of weird that this guy's not having a conversation with her in that manner. If the tales are to be believed, you are a warrior of peerless skill. I pray they are no exaggeration. Probably not. We're pretty incredible. As you have seen, we are few in number, and our resources are limited. Our every action must be planned with care, for we can ill afford to suffer losses. I guess they don't even have a kitchen, they just like eat out of this stuff, some rations. And maybe this is their bathroom? I shudder to think. They do have a game board at least. That's an accommodation, I guess. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your Rising Stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. Yeah, I just had the grand tour and it's, not very exciting. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to a little in less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xeno soon put paid to that, with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secrets she sold. Before the might of the 12th Legion, our forces were as cattle to be slaughtered. Not even the shinobi escaped their wrath. Yet somehow our sanctuary remained undiscovered, and we few lived to fight another day. Komoi, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover. If only you had, like, futons or something we could sleep on. Something tells me this is all they got. Got a bed for us? It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. The foe I have to defeat is sleep. Come on, help us out here. At least give us, like, I don't know, a pile of straw to sleep on. As the Alamecan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves, in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depths of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Yeah, only the accommodations are really affecting my desire to ally with you guys. Never victory will be ours. No, I relish a challenge. Not so long as I can expect a suitably generous reward. Okay. Well, I was talking about the accommodations, but when I look at this line, it seems a little bit petty to kind of ask them for too much. We'll just say this. This feels pretty Komoi, right? She relishes the challenge. You relish the thought of facing that monster again? But of course, the hero of Eorzea fears no foe. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit, if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me to learn the truth of her heart? Yeah, they didn't seem eager to fight when we visited. Let us do this together, Komoi. Let us go among the people, and with our own eyes, bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Osetsu, I can now accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. Okay, it's a good thing we're playing as ninjas, because it feels like we're sending out the ninjas to do some recon without gathering too much attention. But also Lise is coming, who's not a ninja. That's fine. I'd like to join you if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. We are. Nama is not far. I say we begin there. Okay, we'll just teleport there. Can't teleport back because this isn't the actual part of the map where the Aetheryte is. Just that one instance. Oh no, we're ignoring you until we have free reign of the village. Is everyone, like, disguising themselves? Should I do that too? Yugiri told me to wear this outfit. My legs haven't felt this light in ages. Ah, Komoy. I'm glad to see that you too put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. Oh? Does this line change based on how based on your outfit? I can't imagine it does. It's... like, in what way would they trigger a check for, like, what you're wearing? I don't think there's even, like, any real way that characters respond to what you're wearing outside of a quest objective. There's not, like, a single point in the game where I can imagine they comment on your choice of clothing or something. How would they even do that? Yeah, even Komoy's confused. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. Though you may tempt fate, if that is your want. Wait, what? Is she saying that... is it because we took on the shinobi job and we could have worn shinobi clothes, we could have it look weird or something? No, actually, she's just talking about herself, but... I'm just wondering why she commented on our clothes, I don't know. We shall pose as traveling merchants, Komoy as our leader, and we as her assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. There's one thing that I can always do for this kind of situation. After I'm done with this episode, I can look up this quest on the wiki, and they are pretty meticulous about listing all the permutations of the dialogue. So if there is some alternate dialogue for whatever you might be wearing, I don't even know what that would be, then I can see, I guess, what the dialogue would be there. Then without further ado, let us begin. Should I change the way that I look a little bit? To look like a merchant? I just recently got rid of a bunch of stuff in my inventory, so that's going to be a bit hard. We can't exactly look like they do, can we? And I mean, she said shinobi would look weird here, and I sort of made this glamour to look exactly like a shinobi, so... I mean, she looks shinobi enough, I think. So it's going to feel weird that we're the only ones that kind of look like the job we're supposed to be. Let me find the other two real quick. Where are they? They gotta be like around here somewhere, right? Well, let's get this real quick. They should just be standing around somewhere to have like some flavor text. Unless they're gonna like appear in some cutscene when we talk to some guy or whatever. I just wanted to get one more look at them so I could potentially entertain putting on some clothes that might match them. Well, I guess I have it in memory. Let's take a quick look. We won't take too long on this. Only with what we have on hand, is there something that we can, like, do? The rest of these clothes are just kind of out of place anyway. None of them would really fit like what we're going for over here. Yeah, they're all just kind of out of place. This would be the most out of place. Yeah, I think this one kind of blends in, I guess. Sort of. It's good enough. Oh, persimmons. I guess the problem was that it blends in too much because it has the ninja look about it, but whatever, I'm ignoring that. Yugiri said we're fine, so we're fine. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. Yeah, this is why we should have changed clothes. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in the Mai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. What are you selling? I have a few koban stashed away, if you will accept them. What is wrong? Why do you hesitate? You are a merchant, are you not? Yeah, we're selling Ishgardian tea. That's not weird, right? Ishgardian tea all the way on the opposite side of the world? Of course not. What about, like, what I have in my actual inventory? Is there something that might fit? The most important part is the chest piece. Maybe? I guess that kind of fits. I don't know. I mean, it could be a merchant look. Like a merchant from a different part of the world, I guess. But we wanted something that sort of matched what Yugiri and Lise had anyway, so I'm pretty sure that's nothing of what we have here. Even if we like used one of these things that we can't equip as a glamour, because we can now do that in 7.4. Right. Okay, well... I'll forget about it. Oh, you know what? We can do one thing. Which one is the most funny? Probably this one. Red? Gold? That's brass. Oh, this is brass. Yeah, there we go. There. Disguise complete. Now they'll never know that we were the same person that walked in with Gosetsu. You, a merchant? Forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less a woman of commerce and more a common sellsword. No. Look at our glasses. Only a merchant would wear these nerdy things. Give your best impression of Hancock. Give your best smile. Which one of these would Komori be worse at? Probably the Hancock impression. Or maybe she'd be terrible at smiling. I want to see the Hancock impression, though. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything, makes me clutch my corn purse tighter. Okay, our Hancock impression was too good. I guess we have to smile then. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk our ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply, and if they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. I don't think they can afford imported Ishgardian tea. Let's actually take off the, that. Yeah, she knew we were a sellsword because we had the swords out. I'm pretending. My apologies, merchant, but you will find no custom here. Come on, surely someone can afford the Ishgardian tea. You. Masatsuchi. Dogman. What I would give to be able to play as Dogman. I know we have, like, Roskar, which is pretty good. And it'd be like a whole thing to get helmets onto these things, if at all. They probably wouldn't allow that at all. And no, like, different hairstyles. But playing as Dogman would be very fun, I think. A traveling merchant? With meat perchance? Bah. Better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not of the Lupin. Surely you have not been long in Yangsha, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. But the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. We already saw some Lupin when they, like, invaded the, our base over in Girabania. But that was just, like, as enemies, we never really talked to one. If I may, would you be so kind as to spare... No, never mind. I think I want some meat. We got any meat on us? We got some vegetable soup. That is not meat. We actually don't have any meat on us. Surprising that. Gissel greens, lemonade, a bunch of paint. No meat though. Oh wait. Pumpkin pottage? A creamy soup that highlights the rich and nutty flavor of the giant pumpkin. Nope, that is just still vegetables. This guy wants meat so bad. He's smelling it where there isn't any. On any other day we would have some, probably. So where's this last guy we gotta talk to? Edge is right about here. So I'm not behind any of these things. Could be like down below? No. It would tell us the down arrow if it was down below. Up here. Miyama. Foreign peddlers, and am I? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangsha that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monsen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairyu Moongates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. You cannot pass through the Moongates without the blessing of the Imperials. In other words, you will not pass through the Moongates. Every time I see this icon, instinct tells me to click on it immediately, but we're ignoring it for now. Alright guys, we're back, and I improved my disguise. We're now better disguised than both of you. I've seen these looks before. That same weary hopelessness. It's just like Alagana. Oh, wait a second. I can improve my disguise by at least dyeing this, I guess. Maybe? I don't have much to work with, though. Oh, we do have turbans. That'll work. And the pants... Also, how would this work with, I don't know how to, like, get the cursor over there. Okay, just apply the turbans. We'll see if that color works. Oh yeah, that works, okay. And lastly... I guess the gauntlets aren't exactly, If we just make them back to the normal color, it'd still look pretty warlike, I guess. I think we just want to remove them here. And by remove, I mean get over here so we're inside the sanctuary so we can actually cast the glamour. Oh, we don't, like, have it on hand. So we're gonna have to, like, do... We're just gonna have to remove it. That's fine. We don't need the item level. Okay, disguise complete there. I think? Yeah, we look pretty normal. I guess. We're putting on the disguise after we did all the talking, but if everyone is going to be wearing these disguises moving forward, then I think we'll be fine. Take this off too. There. I've seen these... No, we read that. Komoy, what have you learned? We learned how to make a better disguise, and also a bunch of other things. These and I encountered much of the same. They've been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him... Finish that thought. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with the others outside the village. Lise and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Komoy, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. Okay, actually if we're going out, then it might be a problem that we don't have the item level. Put that back on. And what we're gonna do is... quickly look at this, because I still want the disguise. As stupid as this is. Which of these does not have the hat equipped? No, none of these are going to work. We'd have to like go all the way back for this. Or which of them doesn't have like the arm equipped? This one, okay. So what we can do is embarrassingly strip naked mostly in the middle of the field here. Yeah, like this. Just leave on that. All for the sake of the disguise. I know we're attracting attention to ourselves by doing this, stripping naked like this. But it's all for the disguise. Which one was it? This one works. Okay, and then put on the rest. And there. Disguise complete. We can keep the flower, because I don't feel like changing that one. Alright, so where are we going? Oh, we got these now. Should we do them now? I guess they are unlocked now. Yeah. We'll do it as the traveling merchant in disguise, I guess. I guess if they give us this mission, then we're not exactly unwelcome in the village anyway. You have doubtlessly already taken in the paddy fields that fill Namai. We rice farmers consider our paddies as children. They certainly require just as much attention. There is rarely a day we do not worry about pests or something else that might do our fields harm. If you would like to know more about our life in the village, or life in our village, why don't you try helping us tend to our paddies? Speak with my husband, Agata. I know he will be glad for any help he can get. Okay. This is all part of the mission to gain their trust. It helps the disguise when they actually trust you. We are still doing the disguise thing, right? We're not just like done right after this mission. I better see you, Giri, and Lee still in that disguise after we continue the main story. You would like to help me tend to my fields? That sounds fantastic to me. There aren't too many young folk left in the village, and rice farming is hard work, let me tell you. Firstly, I would have you remove the arrowheads from my fields. It's a pesky weed that inhibits the growth of the rice plants. Come speak with me again once we're done. Thought this place was named after the arrowheads. Didn't that one NPC tell us that? And yet it's like the thing that's making it hard to grow the rice. Above? Above. Okay, we got your weeds. I see you've worked up quite a sweat. Thank you for helping. Namai is actually a local term for the arrowhead. Yeah, we learned that. It does make you wonder just who thought naming a village after a weed was a good idea. Yeah, I did wonder that. And I guess we're not getting an answer. Next, we need to deal with any pests that lurk in the paddies. Although it will not be your job per se, we shall use the house sparrows that I have trained for the task. I keep them in the bird cage. Please set them free near my paddy fields. Oh, you got sparrows, huh? Once they have all flown from the cage, clap your hands. I have trained them to recognize that as their signal to begin working. Wow, incredible. Can birds learn tricks like that? I guess they can be, trained to some extent, as far as I know. Wait, hang on, let me read that. Home to a group of house sparrows. Nothing actually exciting there. Okay. How cute. Poke them. Okay, nothing happens if we poke them. Then clap for them. Off they go. Thank you so much for all your help. I will not be needing to worry about the pests, or about pests for the time being. I've told my wife to give you some compensation for your troubles. Go on ahead and talk to her. I still have work to take care of here. And that's it. Yeah, it seems like this mission really doesn't matter if they believe you to be Wisco Setsu or not, so it's designed so that you can do it now when they still don't really know who you are, or later when you're done with everything, I guess, and just doing all the side content, if you do it that way. But I do all the side content first. Hello again. I do hope the work was not too hard on you. It's not an easy job, but the sense of satisfaction when you are able to taste the very vice you have reaped. Words do not do the sensation justice. Just like that one game. I'm forgetting the name, it's also an anime. Sukuna? Was it not? It wasn't Sukuna, it was Sakuna, that's right, I think. Harvest is still a long way off, but we are ready to put the work in. All we need is a little help from the weather and things will be fine. Oh my, I almost forgot. Here's your payment for today. She's paying in Aether Currents and materia. Alright, one more quest before we wrap up the episode, I guess. Oof. Oh, didn't take that much damage, because we're a ninja. It's a fisher guy again. I know I remember this guy from something. This one fisher at this little hole that we use as a secret entrance. I guess I remembered him because he was part of a side quest. Hello there, traveler. I require your help if you have the time. While I belong to the Doman Liberation Front, I'm also a proud resident of Namai, with my own responsibilities to the village. Oh, that's why he said he was doing lookout and fishing. I see. I've been told to guard this spring, and under no circumstances am I to leave my post. However, there's another job related to the village I need to take care of. I was hoping you might do it in my stead. Here, take this liquid and sprinkle it around that area over there. You have my thanks. So far it looks like none of these are going to lead into a side quest chain. I mean, the first one didn't seem to. Yeah. Unless like a quest popped up other than that one NPC that we just talked to. I'm pretty sure in later expansions they kind of have a rule so that if there is a quest chain related to something, the next quest that you pick up is going to be the same NPC, or from the same NPC that you finished the previous quest. So no hunting around for like a new quest that popped up on a different NPC behind your back or something. That is something that happened a lot in The Realm Reborn with some quest chains. Nope, not that. What is this stuff, by the way? Smelly liquid. Good to know. I'm sure we'll find out at the end of the quest. Oh, wait. What color did they say it was? Well, it doesn't matter. Fairly simple quest. I'm pretty sure this is all we have to do, right? It's kind of weird seeing this guy right outside the village. Like, this is a huge hunt mark, right? Feels like it should be further away, at least on the other side of the bridge. But here it is, hanging out with all the villagers. I do so love this music. Very chill. It's gonna be a chill few episodes over here in Yangsha. Well, chill for now, I guess. There are high points and there are low points in the story, as always. That red point is where we continue the main quest. Okay, leave me alone, please. Go away. That should be far enough. And last one over here. Seems to be like around the perimeter of the village, every location we put this in. And there we go. Any Aether Currents, by the way? Yes, to the west, which is later, I guess. We didn't exactly get to the moon gate yet, but I am still feeling like I'm gonna make that the thumbnail for this video. I'll just have to fetch it from that one book inside the inn that lets you replay cutscenes, I guess. Just so I have the daytime version of the cutscene. And I guess we did talk about the moon gate with that one guy. And it's representative of like the village and everything, I guess, the moon gate. And the Guardian presence. I don't think I have better material for the thumbnail in this episode anyway. It finished already, fantastic. No doubt you are wondering why that liquid smells so foul. Well, it is made from a mix of pungent ingredients, animal innards, resin, and garlic, to name but a few. Okay, well, I'm not sure if that's worse or better than what I was thinking. It does a fantastic job of keeping the beasts at bay. One of my fellow rebels taught me how to make it. Oh, and you will want to give your clothes, let us see. 3 thorough scrubbings ought to do it. Great. I guess I really should have put on some other clothes after all. This is my good gear. I just dyed it a different color for the disguise, but now it's ruined. Let's end the episode right by the Aethernet, or the Aetherite. Well, I guess we're technically allowed inside and outside of the village now, so we could do the ninja job quest next if we wanted to. But I don't feel like it. I think we'll just continue with the main story for now and play it by ear for when we're ready, or play by ear to see when we're ready for the ninja job quest, I guess. That would be a good time to take a break.